You don't have a motivation problem, you have a habit problem, and today I'm going to show you how to fix it. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know how to turn one tiny habit into a life-changing system. Imagine waking up every day and effortlessly doing the things you've always wanted to do without relying on willpower or motivation. Sounds impossible? It's not. Let me show you how. The power of habits. Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives. They shape who we are, what we do, and ultimately, who we become. Think about it. Brushing your teeth, checking your phone, grabbing your morning coffee. These are all habits. You don't think about them, you just do them. But here's the kicker. The same mechanism that makes bad habits stick can also be used to build good ones. The secret lies in something called the habit loop. It's a simple three-step process that governs every habit you have. And once you understand it, you can hack it to create habits that stick for life. The habit loop explained. Let's break it down. Every habit, good or bad, follows the same three-step loop. Cue. This is the trigger that starts the habit. It could be a time of day, a location, an emotion, or even another habit. For example, seeing your phone light up is a cue to check your notifications. Routine, this is the behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. For example, picking up your phone and scrolling through social media. Reward. This is the payoff. It's the reason your brain decides, hey, let's do that again. The reward could be a feeling of connection, a sense of accomplishment, or even just a dopamine hit. Here's the thing. Your brain loves rewards. It's wired to repeat behaviors that feel good. That's why habits, even bad ones, are so hard to break. But here's the good news. You can use this same loop to build habits that work for you, not against you. Hacking the cue. The first step to building a habit is to control the cue. If you don't see the cue, the habit won't start. So how do you hack it? Make it obvious. If you want to start a habit, make the cue impossible to miss. For example, if you want to start working out, lay out your gym clothes the night before and put them where you'll see them first thing in the morning. Use habit stacking. This is a game changer. Pair your new habit with an existing one. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you could say, after I brush my teeth, I'll do 10 push-ups. The existing habit becomes the cue for the new one. Eliminate bad cues. If you're trying to break a bad habit, remove the cue. For example, if you want to stop snacking late at night, don't keep junk food in the house. Out of sight, out of mind. Mastering the routine. The routine is the heart of the habit loop. It's the action you take. But here's the thing. Starting a new routine can feel overwhelming. That's why you need to start small. Shrink the habit. Want to start running? Don't aim for 5 miles on day 1. Just put on your running shoes and step outside. That's it. Once you're out the door, you'll likely keep going. The key is to make the habit so small that it's impossible to fail. Focus on consistency, not intensity. It's better to do a tiny habit every day than to do a big one once a week. For example, it's better to meditate for 1 minute every day than to meditate for 30 minutes once a month. Why? Because consistency builds momentum. Use the 2-minute rule. Any habit can be started in under 2 minutes. Want to read more? Start by reading 1 sentence. Want to journal? Write 1 word. The idea is to lower the barrier to entry so much that you can't say no. Craving the reward. The reward is what makes the habit stick. Without a reward, your brain won't bother repeating the behavior. So how do you hack the reward? Make it satisfying. The reward doesn't have to be big, but it has to feel good. For example, if you're trying to save money, transfer a small amount to your savings account and then check your balance. Seeing the number go up is a reward in itself. Celebrate small wins. Every time you complete your habit, celebrate. It could be as simple as saying, "Yes, I did it," or giving yourself a fist bump. It sounds silly, but it works. Celebrating reinforces the habit and makes you want to do it again. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker to visually see your streak. There's something incredibly satisfying about checking off a box or filling in a calendar. It creates a sense of accomplishment and keeps you motivated. Breaking bad habits. Now, what about bad habits? The same habit loop applies, but in reverse. Here's how to break it. Remove the cue. If you don't see the cue, the habit won't start. For example, if you're trying to stop checking your phone before bed, leave it in another room. Make the routine harder. Add friction to the habit. For example, if you want to stop eating junk food, don't keep it in the house. If it's not easily accessible, you're less likely to do it. Make the reward unsatisfying. Find a way to associate the habit with a negative consequence. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, remind yourself of the health risks every time you feel the urge. The power of systems. Here's the big takeaway. Habits aren't about willpower, they're about systems. If you rely on willpower, you'll fail, but if you build a system, a habit loop that works for you, you'll succeed. Think of it like this. Motivation gets you started, but systems keep you going. And the best part, once a habit becomes automatic, it doesn't require effort. It just happens. One action to take today. So what's the one action you can take today? Start with one tiny habit. Pick something so small that it feels almost laughable. Maybe it's drinking one glass of water in the morning, or doing one push-up, or writing one sentence in a journal. The key is to start. Because once you start, you'll build momentum. And once you build momentum, you'll create a system, and that system will change your life. Now it's your turn. What's one habit you've been wanting to build? Drop it in the comments below, and let's make it happen together. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, you don't need more motivation. You just need better habits. Let's build them, one tiny step at a time.